Yeah, I've seen you skateboard before, and you're pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, remember I was going to bring it up, but remember when we went to Turkey?
Yeah, we went to Turkey.
and the skateboarder was so bad, and I was way better at skateboarding.
We were on a mini tour, and it was like
the chocolate
a mini
one?
ramp
Yes.
tour.
I want to hear your story of the chocolate one, because we talked about it before. It was so ridiculous, though.
Well, I'll let him tell his, but just quick. It was 2 BMXers, 2 skateboarders, and 2 bladers that were like hired, and we were like legit the only like pro level of each. Like, you know, the BMX guys weren't pro level. They somehow finagled their way on, and the skateboarders were like not even skating the mini. They were doing like flat ground tricks and doing like on the deck of the mini and doing like handstands on their skateboard and stuff.
No way.
Yeah, and Jeff's like, let me see, you know, your skateboard. And he was doing like backslides to Trumachios on the skateboard.
Backslide Trumachi.
Well, yeah, you can
5-0.
So you were switching up and shit.
Yeah. No, I'm just joking. I know it's 5. No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I want to hear yours, because that chocolate tour sounded like ridiculous. I want to know like what you have to say about that tour.
Was pretty insane, and like it was great. We had literally the craziest like experience, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we drove all around Turkey on like crazy dirt roads where you would be like in between Istanbul and some of the other ones. You remember like there was like sheep farmers, and you didn't see people for like
the countryside is
60
amazing.
miles.
Yeah,
the
you know what I mean. And then there'd just
beautiful.
be like a sheep farmer with a bunch of sheep, and all dirt roads. And we were on a tour bus with a bunch of like other people, and we ended
musicians
up like
and dancers and all kinds of stuff.
We ended up making friends with everybody, and
you got paid in chocolate.
Yeah, but this is what we learned somewhere. But this is what we learned somewhere along the way. Like everyone on that bus was getting paid for their work, because it's not like a street skating tour. We were doing shows.
Yeah, like demos kind of.
But we weren't getting paid for it.
You were the only 2 not getting paid for it.
Yeah, no, it got to the point where it was like,
oh damn,
we're on this month-long job. That like somehow Mark Corte finagled away.
3 weeks.
Mark Corte finagled away for him
tour
to get paid for us to go. So like they're like, we'll pay you for 2 pros. So they paid him. We went, and we got put on like a per diem for like $20 a day, which by the way was
you like lose money
a hassle to get.
Oh, okay.
Like it wasn't just, it was like, hey, can we like, you know, and then so about like, so that was part of it. That was part
you guys
of it.
left in the middle of it or something, right?
Dude, there was so many times in that tour, like we did so much weird or crazy shit. Like I remember you and I were both walking around. I think it was in Izmir or some weird city, and I remember we left the hotel and we're like, dude, man, it's like everybody's staring at us, and like, do you remember like everybody?
Adana.
Yeah. Everybody wanted to jump us. It was
Why?
like, I don't know.
We had to go to the hotel.
We literally like went back and we were like, I don't know.
Because we were so obviously Westerners.
Yeah.
And we were on the
just
other
walking
side of the
around.
country from like Istanbul is like the north west, and we were in Adana, which is like the sea, like almost the furthest to the southeast.
It's by it's close to like
Syria and Iraq.
Oh, shit.
It's like over here.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no Westerners there.
So they know right away you're not from there.
We both had hats on.
We had hats on.
Like, and we were just like,
are you not allowed to have hats on?
Just like, no, it's just like
I don't think
identifies you. It's a Muslim country, so like a lot of them wear the religious garb, and when we just stuck out like crazy.
And they actually told us when we went to that city in particular.
It's the Harlem.
They told us to not leave the hotel.
Damn.
The taxi driver said it's the Harlem of Turkey. That's what they said, and that was his way of.
You're in the Harlem of Turkey. You're not getting paid.
I never felt more unsafe in a place than that.
Yeah, that was pretty. It was pretty. We went out of the hotel to get food.
Yeah.
And then we walked like a block. Everyone stared at us. We went right back in and we ate the hotel food. We got the room service. We just stayed in there.
Yeah.
So
until we left the next day.
Was that the craziest tour or trip you ever done?
I think so.
It's up there.
I mean, it was. That there's lots of tours, but that one was the weird. I mean, to go all over Turkey via bus was kind of trippy, and like Turkey was interesting, very pretty, but I didn't like it.
No,
you weren't in a good situation.
I mean, I would go back to Istanbul.
Yeah, me too.
If you were to like stay in like fancy hotels,
Istanbul
and
for sure.
like do it right, but like
other than
like
that,
our hotel was really nice
in Istanbul. Yeah,
remember? Yeah. So
at least you had that.
Yeah, Istanbul is like where it's the city that's split in two, and like one part is like the last bit of it's in like Europe, and there's a big bridge that crosses over into like Asia to where you're officially like in the
Part of Istanbul's in Europe?
Having just the first
and then
bit
part
of
of
the
it's
city.
oh, wow, that's crazy.
It's where like the Asian continent and the Europe continent. Like,
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a huge bridge that crosses.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but
You
like,
can just cross it freely.
when you're on the European side, it's different. It's like,
Yeah, completely
it's more of a European kind of city, closer to, you know.
Yeah. So that was like probably the worst tour you've been on. What was probably the best tour that you've been on?
with Billy?
Oh, just in general.
Probably Shred to Your Dead looks like probably one of the best, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely, just because we're all such...
It's super chill.
We're all such close friends. You know, those were probably the best times. I'm, you know, really glad we did that when we did, you know, because now everybody has jobs and families and all that shit. But, yeah.
It's still possible.
Oh, it is.
You guys could always...
Yeah, it's still possible, for sure.
I just did a trip
Yeah, I know.
to Tenerife, but like, Christian Berg was on there. He has 3 kids.
Yeah.
He was there for, you know, there was a few fathers on that trip. Dafix, you know, expecting.
Yeah.
So it was,
There's still hope.
When you become a
There's still
dad,
hope.
when you have a family, it's manageable. I just think you got to plan it a bit ahead and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would love to see another Shred to Your Dead.
Yeah, I mean...
The geriatric years, you know?
Would you do another skate trip?
Yeah, I would, for sure. I mean, yeah, 100%.
You get slow times at work, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I yeah, I mean, I would 100% do another skate trip. I mean, I don't not want to be a part of, you know, that.
Yeah.
The travel aspect, you mean?
Yeah. Or just, I think it's like, yeah, or just the rollerblading with your friends. I think that's the thing that I want to do.
It's good to hear that you're skating every week. I didn't know that you were skating. I knew you still skated, but I didn't know you skate like every Sunday.
Well, I mean, I try. You know, obviously there'll be times when it'll be
you gotta
like
work
a
or something.
month. You know, I'll go a month, but it's not because I don't want to. It's just because, you know, the things don't work out or people don't go skating on a certain weekend. But recently, it's been like we've been going pretty much every week, and there's always a group that will go. You know, so